Hello and welcome to Floristry Market. My name is Greg and...
I'm Emma.
Hey, that worked really well this time.
I know, we got it right.
I just stopped earlier and then you go. Anyway, hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay, so Valentine's Day, done.
Valentine's Day's done, thank goodness.
What happens after Valentine's Day?
Straight into Mother's Day.
Okay.
So Mother's Day in the UK is very dependent on Easter. It's traditionally when like servants would get a day to go home and see their mums. So it's all around Easter in the UK. In the rest of Europe and the States and everything, it's a set day in May.
Okay.
So because Mother's Day falls in the spring, people do associate a lot of the lovely spring flowers with Mother's Day, which I love. And I've been in the warehouse this morning and you have got some gorgeous ones. So I thought it'd be nice if we just did a nice little jam jar.
And now you're going to make me do one, aren't you?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
So shall I show you some of what you've
I'm a little bit scared as to what you're going to ask me to do, but yes.
Right, so I'll just go through what we've got first of all. So you have got these most gorgeous hyacinths.
Yep.
So you've kind of got like the bright Delft blue, lilac-y blue, would you say?
Yeah.
I would say. And you've got pink. You might even have some more colours. They're just some that I found. I love those. As a fresh flower, they are highly scented. One of the spring flowers, they do last a bit longer, but they can go a bit mushy as they decay. So they're lovely. Love those.
Those ones will not go mushy.
No, and they're gorgeous. Then you've got your tulips. You've got some lovely pussy willow, which is this one.
I like this.
The faux one.
Yeah. That looks very realistic to me.
Yeah, that does look really good. You've got some daffodils, some narcissi there. We've got some gypsophilia and some different fillers. And then on the end of the table, we've got some sweet peas, which the real people are going to be kind of real gardeners are going to be like, they're a bit more May time, but you can mix them in.
They're just nice spring colours.
Yeah,
so.
And I think, you know, one of the things to say is, yes, there's plastic in here, but it is very sustainable because you can give these a little wash, pack them away after spring, pack them away and bring them out again next year.
Exactly.
So then you've got years and years and years of them.
Yeah.
Right, so what we're going to do is make a little hand tied, really simple, with a mixture of what we want to choose. So I'm going to show you the method. I'm going to make a little one and then you can either make it along with me.
I'm a bit scared.
Don't be scared. It's very simple. You're not left-handed, are you?
No, I'm not.
Right-handed. Right, okay. So I'm going to start with my willow to go into the centre.
Yep.
And then I'm going to have a little bit of filler. Don't know what you really
I'll
need.
do the same as you.
Okay. Right, so I'm going to have a bit of lilac and a bit of peach and a bit of white. So there we go.
Okay, I'll
One each
do
for you.
that. I'll do.
Right.
Yeah, so on.
Okay.
Each, yeah.
So what we want to do is we need to spiral the stems so that they go in the jar,
Okay.
and then that gives you that nice shape.
Okay.
And because the jar's not very big, we want to hold the flowers quite high up, because I don't know if you remember from before, the higher you hold it, the smaller it will be.
Yes.
So we're going to hold it quite high up. I've got it in my left hand, in between like a claw, like a crab.
Yeah.
No, lobster. Crab? Lobster? I don't know. Got it like a claw. Like
Okay,
that.
all right.
Okay. And then all we're going to do is we're going to put a bit of filler in the centre as scaffolding. So we're going to tap it on our shoulder, open up your thumb.
Oh, it's hard.
And this slide it in.
I'm going to slide it in.
Yeah. So then you want it at a 45-degree angle by tapping it. Yeah.
I remember that.
So then with your right hand, just twist. That's it.
I've got a little barcode thing in the way.
That's all right. Twist and then tap and then add in your next one.
You were
like
I don't have to do it quite so hard.
Like one of those like massages. With the brush, you know what I mean? With the brush.
Okay, it's getting quite hard for me to do a quarter turn.
Well, you can just do a twist then. Just twist and then add.
And then add.
Your filler. Yeah. So you've got not so aggressive. Right. Okay.
Okay.
Then we're going to add in. We're going to put, because these are quite bunchy. Yes. We're going to slide those through the middle. Do you want bright yellow or pale yellow?
I'll go for these ones.
Okay.
So
I'm going to kind of just open my hand up and slide those in the middle, because there are a whole bunch of those.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to open up the stems so that they're all the way around. So from that centre one, I'm going to kind of make it so that they look like they're coming through.
Oh.
And I'd do that with anything that's kind of like on a stem. The rest are individual stems.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So you're getting a spiral. Yeah.
Is that all right?
Yep. So then we're going to add in some tulips and some hyacinths. So the tulips have got. So this is a good thing. People always need to remember when they come packaged, they come very flat like that. Well, tulip leaves tend to like bend over and furl over, and these have got wires in them. So you can kind of like make them, and you can also bend the flowers over so that they don't have to be dead straight.
Okay.
Okay. So then we're going to kind of like tap.
So are you referring to real tulips when you're talking about them coming flat? Or are you talking about these
These,
ones?
the fresh,
ones,
these
okay.
foliage ones, the artificial ones. Right, so I've popped
Fresh.
to
I've got to
that.
start saying fresh, not real.
Fresh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I've popped that one in. Tap, put it in. So I want to evenly space these. So I'm going to twist it, tap, add,
Tap.
twist.
Hold on, I've got to spread my leaves.
Okay, so now we're going to add in our hyacinths. So we're going to tap. And what you can do now is, we don't really want it to get much wider, so we're going to tap it and we're going to kind of like shimmy it in between the flowers that are already there.
But look, my tulips are all that side.
Yeah, but we can move them around because you've spiralled it. And you're going to, what you're going to do, so if your tulips are all on that side, you're going to break them up with your hyacinths. So you're going to push one in.
Okay.
So you're going to come in between here.
Okay, all right, do that.
That's it. Now you're going to twist all the way around until you get to the gap in between those two tulips. That's it. And then you're going to break it up with another hyacinth. There you go. And then and then go around again. So now they will be broken up. They're not all in the same place. Brilliant. That's it. You can relax your hands. So you can see mine are a lot more open, and it's because you're worried about keeping it. Yeah. So just relax your hand a bit. They won't fall apart because you've spiralled it. Okay. And then on the outside, we're going to put a little bit of our gypsophilia. So again, you're going to tap it and twist it so that it's evenly spread, coming in between those flowers that you've already got.
Twist.
Even distribution.
Okay.
Once you know what you're doing, you don't need to tap on the shoulder, but that just helps you get that 45-degree angle at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's quite nice.
Yeah, and then if you wanted to add anything else in, like you wanted to add this in or a little bit of
I've
that,
got some of that already. So
then you can just thread that through if you want to, or if you're happy with how it is. Don't have to add anything else in.
Oh, and then of course you spread
And then
them
you
out.
just, and then you've got them in your hand, and then you just kind of open them out, bend them, move them. So that's what's really nice about these silks, is they've got lots of wires in them.
Yeah.
So they don't have to be dead straight and rigid, because obviously fresh flowers aren't dead straight and rigid. That's it. Open them up.
Does that look all right?
Brilliant. You happy with that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Good. So then we want a bit of tie. So that's for you. Oh, actually, I'll give you a longer bit. That's for you. Okay, so now...
Oh, this is the hard bit now.
Right, you point your finger out.
I don't think I've actually done this.
You can do it.
I
believe in you, Greg.
Okay.
Right, point your finger out. Between your second and your third finger, you're going to put that tie, and then you're going to clamp your finger down. Then you take your tie over the top of your hand, and you go around and you pull it tightly, and you'll feel them knit together. That's it, Paul?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you feel it knit together? Yeah. Then go round again and pull. You can pull it really tightly. It's not going to squash or flatten up, because I know that because I can see you've spiraled your stems. Okay? So go around a couple of more times.
Oh, yeah,
Till it's
that
really,
does it really.
Yeah. Okay, so now you feel
That's quite
confident that it's
nice,
not going to come apart. Brilliant. Then you can lay it down on the table once you've done that.
Oh, yeah, that's good. That's
Right?
good.
And then this one that was behind, so I've got this, that's hooked in my finger.
Okay.
Yeah, and you're going to bring it round. So then you've got two pieces like that.
And it's not going to fall apart.
It's not going to fall apart, I promise.
Okay.
Right, yeah. And then you can just tie it at the front.
I'm not very good with knots.
No, it's not going to come apart. Just tie it.
I know, but the strings fall into pieces.
Yep, we're going to go around again now. So once you've tied it...
You gave me the longest piece of string ever.
Sorry. Just take that off. There you go. Perfect. Right, okay, you can tie that in a knot. Right, then we want to cover up our string. So what colour do you fancy?
I'm going to go blue because
Go
it's
blue.
nearest. I think I've lost a pin. I'll probably stand on it at some point. Right, how
Right,
much
so
of this?
about that much. What's that? Half a metre? These are good scissors for cutting the ribbon with. There you go. Right, and then you simply just tie that, come from the back to the front, and then just tie a knot.
Oh, this is.
It's not a bow or anything fancy like that. We're just literally going to tie a knot so that it comes down like that.
I feel I'm moving on to intermediate stuff now.
I think you probably are.
This is hard. But tying a knot, it's not that hard.
No, you got it.
What, just double knot it?
Yep.
what?
That's it. And then we want to put these into our jar. So you can either cut the stems so that they go into the jar.
Okay.
And what we want is this string, ribbon, sitting on the top of the jar. So that gives you an idea of the stems. Or what a lot of people will do, if you don't want to cut them because they want to reuse them for other things, you can always bend them up like that.
I'm going to bend them just because it's going to be easier. Oh, this is going to be too big, isn't it?
But
those hyacinths are quite hard to bend.
And then they stand in your jar.
Oh no.
Hang on. I think, do you know what as well? Like my jar's a bit higher than yours, than the mason jar. I think that's what it is. That's it. Go in. Perfect. That's it.
There you go.
And then they're in. Push them in.
Oh, that's quite cute.
Like that. And then you open them out. Obviously, you're going to cut your vase, or you can fill your vase up with some gravel, or as I would say, it's quite nice to have a vase that's
there's the pin.
Not a clear vase, because then if you've bent your stems, you don't have to cut your stems and you can reuse them. Got the pin?
Got the pin.
And then you can have your bit of ribbon around the front. Really pretty, cheerful, screams spring, but is going to last for the whole of the spring
really
season.
Lovely. Yeah.
And I think that a lot of these, particularly like the hyacinths and these and the willow and the tulips, that they're so good that people are going to do that thing where they touch them to see. And this kind of colour palette, this very pinks, blues, peaches, pastels is very on trend.
I do that when I go to restaurants and places. Is this a real flower?
But yeah, well done.
Thank you.
You spiralled the stems. It's good.
Yeah. See, you're a good educator. You give me confidence. That's really good. Well, Emma, thank you so much. And thank you, everybody, for watching. Check us out if you've enjoyed this. Check us out on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook, and of course, right here on YouTube. And give us a little subscribe as well. Right. From you and from me. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.